Now guys, I'm gonna make few things clear before the video start. Apparently you see Izuku is gonna steal Bakugo's quirk. Yes, you have already read the title. What if Izuku had all for one now? How I'm gonna do with this? Firstly, Bakugo is not gonna join UA now. Why? Because of Izuku. Izuku is gonna steal Bakugo's quirk. Now, you see, he's gonna steal Bakugo's quirk in a way that Bakugo won't be able to understand that how he did that. So yeah, he's not gonna get caught or anything, but he's still gonna be a little careful using explosions. So yeah, let's begin. Our story began at we see a marriage of a couple. There was a person there was a person. His name there was a male. His name was Hisashi Midoriya. Yes, Hisashi Midoriya. That's a different name for all for one, by the way. He is being genuinely happy today. Now, really, he's trying to make a decision of leaving the will. We can say becoming a civilian for life right now because he is happy with his life, but he knows that he cannot leave the villain league yet, or he need to choose a successor before all that. So, we see all for one marrying a green haired woman with emerald green eyes. She was Inko Midoriya, beautiful Inko Midoriya. As all for one was genuinely happy at this marriage. Time skip after the marriage, we see they are having you can say having a little talk, and they're planning for the honeymoon a little bit. So they're deciding where to go, and Inko stating her dream place where she wants to go. As Hisashi just laughed at Inko's dream place, as Hisashi said, "We will go there, honey. Don't worry." Now, few years pass. Hisashi's life, or all for one's life, was pretty happy after he married Inko. Inko was the one actually made him pretty much alive most of the time, and he has stopped dealing with the villains mostly. But he's still the mastermind, so yeah, he is, you can say, pretty much is a necessity right now. Now we see Hisashi was waiting patiently at the hospital corridor as a woman was screaming. It was Inko Midoriya. He said he did wanted to go there, but unfortunately he was pretty late because he had to go to you can say his own business, you can say, or the villains. He had to go there, the lair. He says he was pretty happy having a kid. He did not care. He was deciding to not to take away the kid's quirk. If the kid inherited his quirk, he does not care. He was simply waiting. Or you can say he had made a little precaution. If the kid inherit his quirk or his mother quirk, he's not gonna take it. You see, he was hoping that Izuku would inherit something somewhat of a different quirk, not all for one. As we see, after the scream died down, as he heard a little cry of a little baby, as he just have a big smile and stated, "I guess my baby boy was born, or girl, whatever the gender is." He went there as he saw Inka was on the bed, as she was pretty much exhausted. As beside her there was in the baby cradle, as there was a little green infant, as the infant had small green hair and emerald green eye, just like his mother, and Hisashi was happy that he inherited his mother's genes mostly. Few years pass by. We see Hisashi having fun with Izuku, but you can say he had to do some other business. You know, the battle with All for One, All Might versus All for One, that happened. Hisashi started to come. Hisashi, you can say, stop coming home really, as Inko was worried about Hisashi most of the time. But Hisashi told her everything was fine. Just he had to go to overseas. It was just a lie, but he had to. You see, the battle between All for One and All Might happened, as All for One was badly damaged, as his face, it was pretty much very bad state. He was recovering. A year later, Izuku turned 5, as Izuku's quirk started to kick in a little bit. As Inko could see, the Inko did not see any kind of quirk, you can say, quirk activity or anything. So she decided to take him to the quirk doctor. As she was thinking about it, suddenly someone knocked on the door, as it was Hisashi. All for One was using a little, you can say, not illusion type quirk, but it's a body manipulation quirk. He manipulated his body to at least make him look like what he was before. As we see, Hisashi came there as he hugged his son, as Izuku also hugged his father, as Hisashi noticed. He has inherited all for One, but a very powerful version of all for One. Hisashi was thinking about many possibilities. If something happened, Izuku might be soothed by the hero. Sorry, he might be even take to custody because his quirk is very dangerous. They will literally think. As Hisashi was thinking many things, as he decided go, as he said, so Izuku wanna go to the quirk doctor? As Izuku said, yeah, pop. As Hisashi just said, okay, but we are going today. As Inko said, don't you want to rest? As Hisashi said, no, let's go to doctor, then maybe we can rest and hang out a little bit. Hisashi said, but he said, I cannot hang out too much because I have business again. As Inko said, I was hoping for you to at least stay in the house for a couple of days. I cannot, sorry, Inko. As we see, Hisashi took Izuku to the quirk doctor, or the same quirk doctor, you can say the All for One's doctor. As All for One told the doctor to at least give a fake report. As All for One did, he had a sealing quirk. He could seal the quirks for a while. As Hisashi said, it's for your own good, son. I don't want you to become a villain, not a hero, because I don't want to fight you. I cannot leave my past away. I want you to at least have everything have everything in your past. I don't want you to be a hero nor a villain. So please bear with it, Izuku. I know being a quirkless has come with its suffering, but please don't be a hero, All for One stated. He loved Izuku way too much. We see now. As the doctor explained that how Izuku was quirkless, as Izuku's everything same happened to Izuku, but Izuku wasn't that sad because Izuku's dad was there to at least comfort him. As let's say Izuku has All for One felt a little bad about manipulating a little kid, and he didn't want his son to be a hero nor a villain, so he said it's necessary. Now a year passed by. Izuku's dad passed away. Now All for One actually faked his death, so Inko knew that Hisashi passed away, as she was genuinely damn sad. As per everything fall apart, as Inko, so Hisashi literally gave her everything. They could live comfortably for many generations literally. So you can see Izuku does not have any money problems or any shit. After Hisashi's death, Izuku's life started to go more and more worse. And the school, Izuku was bullied most of the time, being a quirkless, as his emotion was becoming too much to handle. He was being suicidal, as you can tell, a 6-year-old being a suicidal. Izuku did many things at least to make his depression go away, but unfortunately he cannot. He is having a hard time coping up with school, and the teacher won't even damn listen to Izuku. They would always fault Izuku for many things. They would never fault any other people. Even if there is a fight break between Izuku and other people, even if Izuku is a victim, they will all put the blame onto Izuku, and the teacher would punish Izuku literally. It was very sad life. He did not even get any fair amount of good things. Seeing this, Izuku's mom tried to sue the school, but the school, you can say, it was pretty bad, and nothing could be done pretty much. So Inko decided to take Izuku on making Izuku study at home. As Izuku's homeschooling began, as Izuku's life at least became a little lighter, but then again, Izuku never had any friends. He was mostly alone, and Inko was pretty worried about Izuku's condition. Being depressed and all okay, but most of the year he just became a shut-in literally. He never come out of his room. As it happened, Inko became more and more stressed, and she started stress eating at first. But when Izuku saw this, as Izuku told her not to stress it that much, as Inko did, Inko stayed her slim form, not turning into the fat Inko we know. But Izuku's mindset is it was slowly but surely becoming a little bit unstable, as in somewhere in his heart he still wanted to be a hero, and another part of his heart just staying to literally let go of the dream. It will never come true. All happen as we go to somewhere else, as we see all former receive news about Izuku, as Izuku became a shut-in, as all formers felt very bad, turning Izuku into quirkless, as all foreign had a plan about he was about to do. Izuku always come out of his room or at least go for a little walk at least once in a month. Those time you see Izuku just wanted to keep a track on the outside world, so he always come out you can say once in a month. So he does not forget about the outside world. As one of those days we see Izuku's walking around the beach, as it was the Tegelbar beach. The beach where then the main cannon where All Might and Izuku train. As he saw the beach condition was pretty bad, as Izuku wanted to clean the beach, but he was also feeling pretty lazy about it. We see some man, you can say, bump into Izuku, as Izuku felt a little familiarity toward that man, but he shrugged it off. But unknowns to Izuku, that man was All For One, and what he did, he just undid the seal. Izuku's quirk is gonna be active soon, pretty much as All For One thought. Here's a Gibson. I wonder what path will you choose? I'm pretty sure you won't choose the path of a villain. You always said in me when you were little that you will never become a villain. You will always be a hero of justice. I wanna see what your justice is like, Izuku. And we might clash someday, but I'm not afraid of it anymore. If you're the one kill me, I don't have any regret. As All For One just leave away, we see Izuku felt something suddenly came back to him after many years. He doesn't know what was that. The feeling, he felt extremely warmth inside of him, as he doesn't know what was that, but he decided to shrugged it off. As he was going, as he literally bumped into this. He could say it was a lower rank hero, but his quirk was pretty good, you can say. As we see, this hero just bumped into Izuku and said, "Sorry, kid, I didn't see you there." As let's say this person had a quirk called he can shoot laser out of his fingers. So unknowns to Izuku just literally take away his quirk, as Izuku did not really even damn noticed. As we see that person said, "I'm sorry, kid, bye, but gotta go." As we see that that hero literally went away. As for Izuku just said, he had maybe some kind of hero job or something. I wonder what hero was, what is his hero name? He seems pretty cool. Oh, I remember. It was that hero who had the quirk called laser, or he could shoot laser from his finger or something like those. Heh, interesting. As we see, Izuku went to his own house, as he just shut himself again. As we see Izuku right now, he had a little frustration, and now the frustration is he's so damn good as hottie in the outside, and Izuku is not a pervert, by the way, but still it's a little bit of mental stress. He wanted to get this thing off. As we see Izuku doing some jerking. Yes, jerking, by the way. Mr. Bit, he's doing those shit. As Izuku felt pretty good, as he stated, I know I am hopeless, but fuck it, I know I'm hopeless. As he decided to go out of it, literally not even caring after this point. As Izuku was just said, how I wish at least I had a quirk like that person, that hero that today I met. Yes, how did he shoot laser? Let's see. He shoot laser like if he is holding a gun or something. As Izuku tried to mimic that person. As he did, he literally shooting laser out from his finger. As he stated, what? As he saw the wall, it was pretty much destroyed. As Izuku said, what? As Izuku wanted to make his head clear, as he shoot another laser, as he stated, "Yep, it's my quirk." I wonder how did the hell did that happen? As Izuku saw, he knew that that hero that he bumped into, he somehow copied his quirk or something like those line. As suddenly he heard a little, you can say, a notification on his phone. As he heard a little hero news right now. As the hero news stated, that hero that Izuku bumped into lost his quirk. As Izuku's eyes widened, said, "I can take away people's quirk?" As Izuku, with that information, he felt a little bad at first, but let's say Izuku did not feel that bad because Izuku still is the son of All For One, so a little bit of his personality is there. Izuku saw, so I can steal away people's quirk, huh? Interesting. As Izuku decided to take a little revenge against someone, as he was thinking, so what was that feeling? I feel little warmth inside me. Let's see. As he tried to feel that warmth, as he saw his hand was cracking with dark lightning, as he wondered. So this is the effect if when I activate my quirk. Huh? Interesting. As Izuku decided to go somewhere else right now, as he stated, "Let's go for a little revenge, shall we?" As Izuku right now is 11, by the way. As Izuku literally went out of his house, as the servants were pretty surprised that Izuku literally went out today. As they decided to tell Inko about it, Inko was at least happy that Izuku decided to go out twice today. Now Izuku went out as he came into the arcade where most of the time Bakugo and his cronies would hang out. And now how does he know that? Let's say he has seen them few times when he would also always you can say come out of the house once a month, so he would always saw them there, so he decided to go there to see them. As he find Bakugo literally over there, as literally on this time Bakugo literally has forgotten Izuku, so Izuku decided to do the same thing, like bumping into Bakugo and saying sorry to Bakugo then. As Izuku doing that, but as Izuku could not control his smirk right there. As Izuku's twisted smirk was literally there, as his eyes were glowing with dark green. As Izuku went there, as Izuku make a little fake attempts of crashing with Bakugo, as he make Bakugo fall on his butt, as Bakugo said, "Watch it where you're going, you nerd." As Izuku said, "Oh, I'm sorry." As Bakugo said, "Next time, watch where you're going, okay? Extra." As he went away, as Izuku just said, "Hey, mission complete." As he saw in his hand, there were a few you can say, the little explosion, a few pops were coming out of his hand, as he stated. If I remember correctly, when we used to study together, your quirk was you said nitroglycerin, right? And you make them explode. Interesting. Izuku's smirk just grew a little bit more as he decided to get out of the arcade. As he went to the Diggle Bar Beach, as he decided to test his quirk right there. As Izuku stated, "Let's see how much of a big explosion I can make." As Izuku hold his hand forward, and then bam. The explosion was pretty big, and he saw he does not have any kind of drawback or anything. as Izuku decided Bakugo must have some sort of a drawback or something, or else how the hell does how the hell his quirk is that strong? Or my quirk just literally takes away the drawback or something like those, he thought. As we go to where Bakugo is, we see Bakugo coming out of arcade as he decided to go into few alleyways, and he took an empty can on his hand as he tried to explode them, but he saw explosion not coming out. As he said, "What?" As Bakugo's Koni said, "What happened, Bakugo?" As Bakugo said, "I don't know, my quirk is not working." As his cronies said, "Maybe you're sick or something like those." Maybe, Bakugo thought. As we see, when Bakugo returned home, as he tried to use his quirk again and again, but unfortunately, he could not even. He saw he's not even sweating. He is not even sweating nitroglycerin. As he saw, what? Why am I not sweating nitroglycerin? As he decided to tell his mom, as his mom was pretty much. His mom was pretty much worried about Bakugo, so Mitsuki take Bakugo to the quirk doctor. As the quirk doctor explained that we don't know, but we see he has the quirk genes and the other thing. But hey, wait! As the doctor saw Bakugo's, the pinky toe, as he said, Bakugo's pinky toe just disappeared. Huh? Bakugo's mother and father both said at the same time. What do you mean? Bakugo stated. I mean, son, that your quirk, you are quirkless. Are you sure that you had a quirk? As Bakugo said, "Oh, I'm 100% sure I had my quirk all these years." As the quirk doctor said, "Then I don't know. How did your quirk disappear?" I don't know. Now, this caused Bakugo to lose his quirk literally permanently, as he thought it was some kind of side effect of some kind of quirk. He was trying to remember everything what happened. He was trying to remember everything what he did that day. He wondered how the hell my quirk disappeared. What the hell did I touch? As you can see, he's not getting it that someone has stole his quirk, but he could swear that in the arcade he had his quirk, but until when I get out of the arcade, what happened? As he was still trying to think. Now, a few days passed by. Bakugo's, let's say, bullying phrase, he can say, get down a little bit, and he also felt the same thing. As let's say, the bullies did not literally stop. They literally assaulted Bakugo with their quirks, and let's say, even few, gay student did had their way with Bakugo, and Bakugo felt little damn harassed pretty much, as he stated. So this is how a life of a quirkless is. Let's say after that point, Bakugo also become a shut-in, and he, because of the bullying and the mental trauma that he received, in the 1 month, everybody damn literally released. Bakugo was the punching bag of the school. He was the most you can say satisfying punching bag of the school. Most of the students would, you can say, literally bully Bakugo just for fun. Even the teacher was also trying to take their revenge upon Bakugo. All those years, what Bakugo did to them, as Bakugo scared them, as it was their chance. They also paid fees to students about, you can say, beating Bakugo up. And let's say that 1 month Bakugo experienced hell. As Bakugo said, as he was, you can say, literally getting traumatized every single day in the school, as his mom seeing this take him out of the school, and let's say it wasn't a very pleasant thing. As for Izuku heard about what happened to Bakugo, and he grinned literally. His smile just widened ear to ear right there. As he stated, "That's what you get, you motherfucker, now. I guess I have my quirk to stealing people's quirk, huh? I'm gonna use it." As at first he thought he should be a hero with this quirk, but then he stated, "If I show multiple quirks, then there might be a chance of me getting I can say people getting a little suspicious of me, and they would try to know about my quirk, and I don't want to literally say that I say them what my quirk is. So he decided to not become a hero. He also decided not to become a vigilante either. Now why? You see, because Izuku getting power, and the power of at least able to steal people's power was affecting Izuku. If you don't have power, how will you not get affected by the damn power? You have the power to steal quirks, and would you not steal quirks? At first, Izuku decided to steal quirks from people like thugs and other thing, or even villains. As for now, Izuku decided to, you can say, make his strength a little bit more. Until then, he will not be something. He decided to become someone in the world, in the whole Japan, being someone that will keep everyone under his feet. He would become a king. That what his dream was right now. So Izuku decided to gain control over the politician first. For now, he needs power, and he needs a quirk that can manipulate people. He wants that for now. So he always went out, and he became a little outgoing child, as Inko saw that Izuku being happy most of the time, and Inko never had any problem with it, as Inko already has established a business. As Izuku also stated that he will help Inko in the business, but in reality, no, he's not. He's gonna help his mother in the business and make the business literally, you can say, worldwide. He doesn't want to stay in Japan. He wants the whole world at this point. Izuku's life goal has already been stated, as we see Izuku write in his diary that his dream, conquering the world, becoming the powerfulest in the world, even powerful than All Might. And his goal is to steal the quirk of All Might. Now, if you're wondering if Izuku can do that, yes, he can do that. Izuku can steal a one for all without any problems, because his quirk is way powerful than All for One. Now, at one time, Izuku had got a hands on a person. His name was Ninto Monoma, as Izuku said, "Huh, copy quirk, huh? I wonder when I get his quirk, how powerful the quirk will be." Yes, Izuku's quirk does not. He does not steal quirks, but he could also power the quirk up, even make it better. He doesn't know how to. He doesn't know what will happen to the quirk, but he knows that the quirk will become something very strong. We see Izuku having you can say, close eyes upon this person, Monoma. Nindo Monoma. This person was apparently very arrogant, and he was from a rich house, so he had to be careful. We see one time in the early morning, we see Mono was jogging, as it at least jog was a good thing, so he decided to jog that day. But unknowns to him, that day Izuku apparently what to say, he created a plan, and a truck was heading to you can say, without Monoma's consent, as Mono was listening to the music, a truck, or as Mono was, you can say, literally crossing the road, as a truck was about to get over him, as Izuku used his quirk to slow Monoma down a little bit. As what I mean by slow Monoma down, his you can say, his foot just got stuck in the ground for a while, as the truck was literally about to come toward him, as Monoma said no, as Izuku literally helped Monoma, as Izuku literally pushed in the way, as he and Monoma you can say, fall into the other direction as the truck went by. As Izuku said, yep, hacking the truck wasn't a bad thing. And this called Technopath is pretty much literally hacks. Now, Technopath, you see, Izuku can hack anything just with a look. He literally controls technology at this point. As we see, he saw his mission was complete. He has already took Monoma's quirk, as he stated. Hell yeah. I can. I have already taken this motherfucker's quirk as Izuku helped Monoma up as he stated. Are you okay? As Monoma said, thank you. My name is Nindo Monoma, by the way. As Izuku said, Izuku Midoriya. Nice to meet you. As they talked a little bit and they, you can say, become pretty much friends as it was a perspective of Monoma. Monoma think they were at least a little acquainted or something like those. As we see Izuku disappear. As Izuku went toward his home direction as he stated, mission passed. And he decided to see so as he gained the information what his quirk was. So he need to touch a person to gain his quirk and he cannot keep the quirks as he copied them, but me I have already let's see how what can I can do as Izuku right now is observing people to seeing their quirk. Now Izuku's quirk, what he did, it boosted Monoma's quirk up and he does not need a touch at this point. He just need to see a person for few seconds and he could literally have their quirks and he would get the information of the quirks. So it wasn't bad. Monoma's quirk just become overpowered as fuck. Izuku just observing people and he did copy few quirk and let's say he never thought that he would copy a brainwashing quirk as it was Shinso. Yes, Izuku copied the quirk of Shinso and damn, he would be damn if he doesn't like the quirk. He liked the quirk very much and all for one quirk or the name that of his quirk he made Shinso's brainwashing quirk into damn he could make anyone his puppet. And let's say even with the brainwashing quirk he can add memories to the person brain and manipulate him as he like. The person wouldn't be wake up from the manipulation unless the person is dead or not. So Izu can manipulate the person as much as he desires. So he stated, I have my two quirks what I want. And I still do want more as it was the power hungry side of Izuku. He literally wanted more and more. But he decided to at least go to the copy section, copy quirk. That's enough for now. We see Izuku returning home as Izuku copied Inko's quirk and to unknowns to him he also upgraded Inko's quirk. As Izuku saw, damn, mom's quirk is overpowered. If mom trained her quirk, she would have been able to be a hero. But unfortunate. But I don't have to worry about now. My quirk has already copied the quirk and I can make the quirk better. So why not? As he was testing, as he tried to use telekinesis on everything on the room, as he saw he could use telekinesis without his hand. He could also move anything with his mind. As Izuku felt something like the brainwashing quirk just evolved into something. As he saw telepathy, huh? I would call it invasion. As why Izuku call it invasion? Because Izuku just invade people's mind and fill it with random memories and make people know that he is their friend, or you can say manipulate them in so many ways. So he decided to make name the quirk invasion. Izuku still doesn't have a strength quirk, but he is right now is a person who could use many long range type of quirk. We see every time Izuku would activate his quirk, his eyes would glow green. So it was a plus point. As by the way, he's still 11. Now time skip. We see a 16-year boy on a place as it was the Midoriya's enterprise, as this was the best, you can say, the Inko's business, you can say, company become the world's, Japan's number one company, literally, right, even surpassing the Yaoyorozu's. Izuku was happy at his mother's succession, but mainly he knew that this succession was because of him. Izuku has manipulated many people to giving his, you can say, sponsoring his mother's company most of the time and giving his mother's company most of the profit. Izuku secretly control the most of the, you can say, Izuku secretly control the hero assassination, or you can say assassination mostly, that consent of hero, as they control the heroes mostly through the system, as he has already gained control over the hero system. Izuku knows every information of every hero you could think of. All Might, he still couldn't get the information from All Might or what kind of quirk he has. As he has gained a little information from this particular person, like can say having the same quirk as him. As this person name was All for One, quirk All for One. He could take away people's quirk. When the quirk started to appear, there was a single man that reunited that you can say giving the quirkless people quirks, and you can say making them the enemy of Japan, as you can say making literally the world wars. So Izuku stated, hey. So that might my father, that person interesting. Am I related to him? Maybe not. Who knows? As we see, Inko just said, so Izuku, are you ready to meet the client? As Izuku stated, I am, mom, I am. You know, you don't need to baby me that much. I know how to do the work. You know, I know you're gonna take over the company, but still, try to be a little nice to them. Yeah, I know they're roses, but still, do I need to go with you? Yes, they invited us to their home for home literally. As Izuku said, so I need to go there? As Inko said, yes, young man, you need to go there. You're with me. As Izuku said, okay. As Izuku decided, if I remember correctly, Michael Yairuzu has a daughter. A daughter named Momo Yairuzu, and her quirk, if I'm not mistaken, is creation, right, mom? As Inko said, yes, creation quirk. As Izuku said, interesting. As Izuku having a little twisted plan on his face, as he said, should I make the girl quirkless or not? Nah, it's a heavy chance that I might get caught, he thought. But he decided to, nah, we'll see how I'm gonna ask her how her quirk works, or you can say manipulate her in a way, or invade her mind, literally gonna see how her quirk works. If it's useful, then I'm taking it. As we see, it was night already, so we see Izuku going toward the limousine, as Inko also seated beside Izuku, as Inko stated, so Izuku, behave your best over there. As Izuku said, yeah, I know, mom, don't need to worry. As Izuku was wearing a trench coat and pretty much, and gloves also. I'm gonna show you which he is wearing. Now we see Izuku was wearing this, literally this, so without the scythe. So we see Izuku wearing this as he get out of the limousine, as he was in the front of the mansion of, you can say, Yarozu mansion. As we see three people coming out of the mansion. They were Michael Yarozu and Jasmine Yarozu. Momo's mom and dad, and Momo herself, she was there to greet Izuku and Izuku's mom. As we see, Michael stated, "Welcome, Miss Midoriya. Welcome to the party." As Michael said, "Oh, you must be Miss Midoriya's son, aren't you?" As Izuku said, "Yes, Izuku Midoriya. Nice to meet you." As Michael said, "Yes, nice to meet you too." And this is I guess I gotta introduce my daughter and my wife. As he gestured to his wife and said, "This is my wife, Jasmine Yairozu, and this is my lovely daughter. She is Momo Yairozu." He finished. As Izuku said, Nice to meet you all, as he gave a charming smile toward both of them, as let's say, Jasmine, even if she loved her husband. Damn, that smile was pretty much hot as fuck. As she just hide her brush a little bit. As for Momo, let's say, she couldn't hide her blush as her face got literally beet red as how she thought he was hot. As Izuku already could read their mind, as he stated, hehehehe, in invasion, I like that quirk so much. To outside world, to the world, Izuku is just a quirkless person, a billionaire quirkless, a person who is a billionaire and without a quirk. But only Izuku and the villain knows someone as God of Death or the Reaper. And that's Izuku. He literally hides in the shadows and hunts for villain hero. He does not care. He literally hunts both the villains and hero and take their quirks away. As let's say he had few problem most of the year because the victim would always lose their quirks. So what he did, he literally killed them and you can say take their quirk away. As we go back to the present, as we see Mr. and Mrs. Yarozu greeting them inside the house as they were chatting to themselves as Michael suggested. Kids, go talk with yourself, as Izuku said, why not? As Momo said, of course, father, as they went into a different place, as they went in to talk, as we see. They went into the veranda, or you can say balcony, as they were looking at the view, as Izuku said, so, how is life? Izuku asked, as Momo said, good. Parties and going to hero school, as Izuku said, oh, you're in UA, right? As Momo said, yes, I am in UA, U1A. So anything interesting happen? Nah, and nothing interesting happened. Our class was attacked by the villains and other thing. As Izuku said, pretty shit life you have there. Suck to be you, Izuku said. So how is life going for you, Izuku? As Izuku stated, life, eh? I wouldn't say life is that good, but for me it's pretty much normal, I guess. So you're quirkless, right? As Izuku said, yes, I'm quirkless. As to honest, Izuku had a small smile as they were joking with each other a little bit as Izuku was liking the conversation. As Izuku had a small smile as you can see Momo, she was just little blushing because even if it's a small smile, it looked hot as fuck. No homo, by the way. Hot as fuck. Now we see Izuku and they talk about their life a little bit as she told Izuku, so what was your dream before dream? As Izuku said, my big dream, you see, before I was announced quirkless, my dream was to be a number one hero. Just like All Might. So you also idolize All Might as Izuku's eyes grow a little colder. As it go a little unnoticed by Momo. So Momo noticed said, I'm sorry. Now Izuku said, no, it's okay. I don't have All Might or anything like that. It's just I feel let's say I'm always gets always angry. It always goes in my nerves when someone told me that you wanted to be the number one hero, but you cannot. You're weak. I always listen that, so it always made me angry most few times. As Momo said, I'm sorry for that. As Izuku said, no, it's okay. As they talk a bit more, as after the conversation end, they were pretty much able to exchange their phone number. As Izuku said, hey, interesting. I might like this. Even if she is literally my taste, I might like her. Izuku said to himself. Then as she was leaving because her mother was calling her. As Izuku copied her quirk and said, it's weak. She need to know the molecular structure of the item that she is creating. So it really literally suck. But I have Eldritch memory. I don't need those shit. So he decided, the quirk is powerful enough. I could make any weapon I like. So why not? He also copied Momo's quirk. and he decided to, let's say, mix the quirk with mix the quirk with his original quirk. As soon as he was about to do that, Izuku stopped himself and said, "Nah, I'm gonna try when I'm alone." We see Izuku also called by his mother as, let's say, Izuku saw Momo was betrayed for a moment. And Izuku said yes. As Inko stated, son, I was very worried about your future, and we had a little talk with Mr. and Miss Yairuzu here, and we decided to, make our business expand a little bit and join hands together. So, you and me and you and Momoya Rose are gonna be, let's say, as Izuku already got the gist of it and said so she's gonna be fiance or something. As Michael said, yes, son. As Izuku said, Izuku was quiet for a moment as Inko thought, oh my god, I did something wrong. As, let's say, Izuku said, I don't mind really that much, but she have a problem with it? As Momo said, surprisingly, she doesn't have any problem. As Izuku was surprised literally by that, so Izuku decided not to say anything. I said, oh okay, why not? As, let's say, that after that, let's say, it became a little awkward between them. And Momo said, you don't have really problem with me marrying you? As Izuku said, nah, not really. As we see, after the party, you can say they're gonna have a little engagement when they reach 70, so it's no big deal. As we see, Izuku said, "Heh, interesting. Interesting indeed." We see a week passed. Izuku and Momo meet most of the time, as Izuku just wanted Momo to be comfortable around him, so he's doing his hardest best to be a good boyfriend as he can. Now, yes, they know their, you can say, they know their you can say Izuku knows that she's his fiance. They're gonna marry in the future, so it wasn't really hard to accept, as Momo also accepted because she wanted to know Izuku more. As for Izuku just making her to comfortable to, you can say, making her a little comfortable around him. And Izuku has, you can say, thinking about involving her into his plan. Now Izuku is not, you can say, satisfied with one girl. Izuku wants a lot more than that. But Izuku is not gonna tell her that. Is he? Izuku is gonna keep that part secret for now. For now, Izuku just want to, you can say, get a little comfortable with Momo. Now the month turned into a year as Momo was on a second year of UA. As for Izuku is pretty much fine. He really doesn't have any damn problem with anything. And that one year, Momo became pretty much comfortable around Izuku, and they also had sex one time. Yes, it was magical. Now let's say after that sex, let's say Momo become pretty much attached to Izuku, and she literally sleeps with Izuku most of the time. Izuku still hasn't told her about his secret that he has a quirk. He decided to not to tell her, and yet at least, because it was just past 1 year, and he hates to manipulate a person that he likes. But Izuku still is a bastard, so he sometime goes into Momo's mind to see if she is cheating on his back or something like those. Izuku is still not pretty trusting of people, but still his trust is increasing on Momo. Now it was, you can say, Christmas Eve. Yes, Christmas was pretty much. A year was about to pass. It was Christmas. Izuku has already saved Eri, by the way. Now, if you're wondering how Izuku saved Eri, you see, he literally destroyed the Yakuza group Yakuza group literally an overhaul. Overhaul. He literally stole overhaul Cork and literally destroyed everyone over there. As he took Eri with him, and as he put Eri, let's say, as a little sister to him, because he doesn't want to be a parent at that age. Now we see Izuku's, you can say, ambition was growing more and more. Izuku got a little information about All Might, that his power was deflating, as he just had a smirk on his hand, a smirk on his face right now, as he decided to go there, as he saw this person with mask. You can say a version of Dark Vader, as he stated. Hey, why not go there? As he decided to teleport himself over there. And let's say Izuku did copy a little bit of All Might's, tried to copy All Might's score, but he saw that damn, I cannot copy it. What? He thought, as this is the part where we are gonna